Take a moment right now and just pause. If you're able, unclench your jaw, relax your shoulders, take a slow, deep breath in, and gently breathe out. Because this message is for the person who is tired of trying to figure everything out, tired of overthinking, tired of second-guessing decisions, tired of replaying conversations, mistakes, and what-ifs in your mind. If that sounds like you, you're not alone. So many of us are exhausted, not because life is especially cruel, but because we're trying to carry clarity, control, and certainty all at the same time. And that's exactly where Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6 meets us. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths. This scripture is familiar to many of us. We've seen it on wall art, bookmarks, mugs, and social media posts. But familiarity can sometimes cause us to miss just how deeply practical and freeing these words really are. Because this verse isn't asking us to pretend life is easy. It's inviting us to live differently within life's uncertainty. Let's start with that first phrase. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Not some of your heart, not the parts you understand, not the areas where the outcome feels safe. All your heart. Trust in this sense isn't passive. It's not ignoring reality or avoiding responsibility. Trust is an active decision to place confidence in God's character, even when the situation feels unclear. And that's hard, because we live in a world that values control. We're taught to plan ahead, predict outcomes, protect ourselves from disappointment. We're praised for being independent, self-sufficient, and prepared. But God invites us into something deeper than independence. He invites us into dependence on him. And that can feel uncomfortable, especially if you've been the one holding everything together for a long time. Maybe you're the responsible one, the planner, the fixer, the one others lean on. And quietly, you've been leaning on yourself. Proverbs gently interrupts that pattern and says, lean not on your own understanding. This doesn't mean understanding is bad. It means understanding has limits. There are moments in life where logic can't explain what's happening, where doing everything right still leads to confusion, where prayers don't seem to get immediate answers, and in those moments, relying solely on our own understanding becomes heavy, because we weren't designed to carry that weight alone. Overthinking often feels productive, but it rarely produces peace. We replay scenarios, we analyze decisions, we imagine worst-case outcomes. And instead of clarity, we get anxious. God isn't asking you to stop thinking. He's asking you to stop leaning on what can't support you. Think about that word lean. If you lean on something unstable, eventually you'll fall. God is inviting you to shift your weight, to stop placing the full pressure of your future on your own ability to figure things out, and to place it on him instead. Then comes this line. In all your ways acknowledge him. Not just in prayer, not just in church, not just when things are falling apart. In all your ways, your decisions, your relationships, your finances, your work, your fears, your hopes. Acknowledging God means inviting him into the ordinary parts of life, not just the emergency moments. It's saying, God, I want you involved here. God, I need your wisdom in this choice. God, I trust you with what I don't understand. And here's the promise attached to that posture. And he shall direct your paths. Notice, God doesn't promise to show you the entire roadmap. He promises direction. Sometimes the direction comes as clarity. Sometimes it comes as peace. Sometimes it comes as a closed door. Sometimes it comes as a quiet nudge. But God is faithful to guide those who trust him. If you're standing at a crossroads right now, unsure what to do next, this verse is deeply reassuring, because it tells us that direction isn't dependent on our perfection, it's dependent on our trust. You don't have to make every decision flawlessly. You don't have to foresee every outcome. You don't have to get it all right. You just have to keep acknowledging God and taking the next step. one step at a time. So often we want God to reveal the whole plan before we move. But faith doesn't usually work that way. Faith often looks like obedience before clarity, trust before understanding, movement before certainty. And that can be scary. But here's the good news. God is far more invested in guiding you than you are in getting it right. He sees what you can't see. He knows what you don't know. And He understands the full picture. You may only see the bend in the road. God sees where it leads. And even when you make mistakes, even when you misjudge a situation, God is still able to redirect your path. Trusting God doesn't mean you'll never feel uncertain. It means uncertainty no longer has the final say. So if you've been feeling overwhelmed lately, if decision fatigue has been heavy, if you're tired of trying to control outcomes, this scripture is an invitation to rest, to release the pressure of having it all figured out, to trust that God is guiding you, even when it doesn't feel obvious. You don't need to know the whole plan today. You just need to trust God with today. And as you do, step by step, He will direct your path. So take heart. You're not lost. You're not behind. And you're not walking alone. God is leading you, faithfully, patiently, and lovingly. And the more you trust Him, the more peace you'll find along the way. Stay close. Keep trusting. And remember, God has never failed to guide those who place their heart in His hands.